I have not used this brush before and I can see why. I hate it. So it's horrible. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia, and if you're a returning visitor, it's really good to have you back. And if you're new, welcome. Today's topic is Charlotte Tilbury, the lovely Charlotte Tilbury, but a little bit pricey, and we're going to be looking at some alternative options and, in my opinion, a dupe. Just want to say, having a bit of a bad hair day today, so I'm a bit worried about it. Anyway, Charlotte Tilbury. Recently, we did the Magic Cream versus the Revolution Miracle Cream, and it was a popular video during which I looked very carefully at the dupes and the alternative options to Charlotte Tilbury, and I have to say Revolution has come out top for me. So today I'd like to review the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. There we go. I did a full film, I shall add the links up there, on what I liked about it, its pros and its cons. And one of the cons was that it's quite pricey. It doesn't give huge coverage. So you're going for this makeup look, this no makeup look, but it's £39. And so I looked at an alternative option, which is the drugstore, and you can get this in Superdrug. This is called GOSH, and this is a light foundation. Like the Charlotte Tilbury, has an SPF 15 in it, and it also is a concealer. Now, one of the things I like about products is if they're multitasking, lip to cheek, concealer and hyaluronic acid, SPF, if they're all included, it saves you spending a fortune. And this was only £10.50, and I got this from Look Fantastic. Actually, while I think about it, I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I will add the links below, and some of them have affiliate links, which mean if you click and buy, I will get teeny tiny commission, for which thank you. So what I wanted to do was have a little review, but rather than you sit and watch me make it over, because that can be a bit, I've already made up my face with the Light Wonder on this side and the GOSH on that. So as you can see, I have got a little bit of bronzer on there, a little bit of blusher. Again, I'll add the products below. And on this side, we have the GOSH. This has got slightly more coverage, and I was told by my editor that this looks slightly more matte. So I think that the two products, they're quite well matched. This isn't a dupe, but it is an alternative option. So although I liked the Light Wonder, I don't use it that often because, well, it doesn't give the coverage, and it gives me an SPF, but I've got better alternatives. So I thought that the GOSH was the one for me. I really liked the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher. It's a pen, she calls it a magic pen, and you just click and you add under here and dab it on. I really liked it. However, I have found an alternative that I actually prefer. But I did want to show you that the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher is £29, and the Revolution, which is a Bright Eyes magic pen, and as you can see, nice highlighter there, retoucher. Much thicker pen. What you would do under the eye is you feather it like that. You can see this very light retouch. It's a beautiful coverage. I have to say, I'm really impressed with the coverage, but I just happen to have found one that I prefer. But I wanted to give you the... Recently, I was in the local drugstore and I came across, well, I can only say it's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Here is the Pillow Talk, which you can see I use a lot. I love it. The shades are beautiful. It's got some matte and it's got some shine. But this from Revolution, almost identical. I've got to show you. Identical. There is an additional colour in the Revolution, but you've got the two mattes, the two shines, and then an additional one. And if it in any way applies on my skin the way this does, you're in for a treat, because this is £45 and this from Look Fantastic was £4.50. 45, £4.50. Now, I love Charlotte Tilbury. I love the packaging. It looks beautiful, but is it worth £40 more? We're going to try it on and we're going to have a look. So clean brush. Let's start with the Charlotte Tilbury. What we're going to do is one side Charlotte Tilbury, the other side will be the Revolution Dupe product, and we'll make it up in the same way. I'm going to start first of all with the darker shade, and I'm going to start with this one, which is a matte. Use my little knobbly brush, tap it off, and off we go. I'm using an angle brush. I'm just going to try and make my eyes look a little bit bigger. We use the slightly darker of the shadows. That's better. Okay, next I'm going to use the slightly lighter on the inside there. And just lift it out and just take it up to the eyebrow. So it's not a dark, even though it looks dark in the palette, it is not going on dark. Now I want to make my eyes look a little bigger underneath, so we're going to underline. Use the dark again. These are my favourite brushes. They're short-handled Diego de la Palma. And I like them short because I get very close to the mirror. I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer now, down in the middle, just to give it some lift. And because it's daytime, we won't go mad. And what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of shine, the light one, in the corner of my eye, just to make it lift a little. And then I might just do a little on the top there, but I will use a brush for that. Clean the brush. We're going to do exactly the same with the other eye. Use the slightly darker, and I think this is quite a lot darker. Right, so now the pigment of this is darker, and it's not quite so soft and powdery, but it is very good. I'm not disappointed with it. We use the light. That has got a lot of shine to it. So this has got a lot more pink to it than this one, which is okay. I don't mind that. It's just so that you know. So what I'm going to do is go over the dark again. Just need a little bit extra there. We then, now we'll add the shimmer down the middle. We will blend it out. If only I could find my blender brush, which is in my hand. So you can see there is, even though I use the same amount, this is a lot pinker on the top there. And I wouldn't normally have pink on the eyebrow line, but it's not bad. I'm then going to highlight like I did before. Okay, this is a lot shinier. Yeah, that's quite nice. So adding a line just there to the eyebrow just gives that little lift. So when you're standing back, the light will reflect off it, and it always looks quite pretty. I've left no eyeshadow on this part here, but you can always make that up. And if it was in the evening, I'd make the whole eye up. But I just want to show you the different effect. One's 45. It's $4.50. A little bit of mascara now, I think. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I like it only because me and mascara don't get on very well, but it often ends up down my face. But this one is quite nice. I mean, you can spend a lot longer making up an eye when you're going out in the evening, you know, 15, 20 minutes. But I find I just don't have all the inclination to do that anymore. Let's do some lips. I like my Studio 10 lip liner. And because it's Pillow Talk, we're going to keep it light and frothy. We use a nude. This is called Queen. It's a matte nude. And then all of a sudden the lips with the nude matte, they just look plumper and bigger, but I like shine. I just want to add a little bit of blusher. I'm using the matte blusher. And then finally, I just want to add a little bit of highlighter on the top. The one that I really like is my Senna highlighter. As you can see, I've used it a lot. Just the tiniest little bit. Charlotte Tilbury, £45. Revolution, £4.50. I don't know about you, but I honestly, the editor said he actually prefers this one and can see the quality. From my perspective, it applied easily as that. Slightly higher pigmentation in this, so you just don't need as much. This has got a really nice effect, but honestly, yeah, I think this does deserve the title of dupe. So there we are, that one and that one. As I said at the beginning, I really like Charlotte Tilbury products. I'm a Charlotte Tilbury fan, but it is a little bit pricey. And I hope today you're able to see that there are some alternative options, really good options. And I particularly like the Pillow Talk. What about you? I'd love to hear what you think. And also, if you've got any Charlotte Tilbury dupes or any other dupes, MAC or NARS, let me know. And if you'd like me to trial them, let me know. I'd love to. But if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. And if you liked it, press the like button and subscribe. Really helps the algorithm if you subscribe, and ding the bell. And we will alert you. We upload content like this every single week, and that bell will alert you when one appears. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of the Easter holiday, and I will see you soon. I have not used this brush before, and I can see why. I hate it. So. It's horrible. We have this neighbour, 5 little terrier dogs that go by, absolutely adorable. Usual windscreen washer effect there.
Wiper.
Looks quite a lot